Hey, I'm Swamp Girl. Follow me on a swampin' adventure. Here we go!
In this swampin' adventure, we headed south to Hobe Sound, Florida to explore what Jonathon Dickinson State Park has to offer. Biking, hiking, camping, boating, and even a tour of the 1930s pioneer homestead of Trapper Nelson. All of this is on almost 11,500 acres. Wow. And then check out this natural swimming hole. It's great for those hot summer days. Many endangered species like scrub jays, gopher tortoises, manatees, and indigo snakes call this place home. In this video, we go dip netting, hiking, take a night drive to find some cool critters, visit the education center, and even have some fun with some boats off the Loxahatchee River. Check this out.
We're here at the Hobe Sound Observation Tower. It's about a 10-minute hike up this tower, but you get to see the Atlantic Ocean from there. So let's go check this out. As you walk up the tower, you'll notice the sand pine scrub area, which is one of those natural areas that has become very rare. Whew, we're almost to the top. Let's go. Oh, we've made it to the top of the observation tower. Now let's go check out the scenery. Jonathon Dickinson State Park is one of the largest and most diverse parks with 13 different natural communities. It's just amazing and huge. So I think we'll be checking out some more stuff, like maybe some dip netting. This here is a natural tourist that occurs at Jonathon Dickinson State Park.
So this is a lake. This is, if you know anything about Florida, all this sugar sand here comes from the Appalachian Mountains. And what happened when Florida was covered by water several thousand years ago, the Appalachian Mountains, as they eroded, the sand was washed down and it settled in these areas. So we have like Hobe Mountain. If you, on your way out, make sure you stop at Hobe Mountain. It's a great place to climb up.
We went there this morning.
Oh, did you go there this morning? And that's actually an ancient sand dune that was formed from this erosion in the ocean currents. And this lake here is also is also from that, because it formed like mountains and dips. I have a little net that we're going to get some of this plankton stuff. We're going to take it back with us, and we're going to put it on little petri dishes and look at it under the microscopes. It's really cool because there's a lot of stuff that's actually living in there that you can't see. Some of this stuff you can catch fish, because there's a lot of fish in here. There's snails. We get dragonfly nymphs and all kinds of little critters. Sometimes little freshwater shrimp.
Is there one in that one? Is that one living, or is it just this one?
Ooh, what are they messing with?
Oh, the luxury of dip netting.
Oh, you put that under.
Maybe? Oh, no, I found one. It's little. Right there. Oh, yay!
What was it?
One of the nymphs from the dragonfly nymph.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, and I got a couple ghost shrimp too. Oh,
Okay.
good. I'm putting him in a jar.
I did see something.
A dragonfly nymph can live in the water for up to a year before morphing into an adult. One of their favorite foods is mosquito larvae. Now, once they become an adult, they only live for about a month, but during that time, some of their favorite foods are mosquitoes and gnats.
So how was it?
It was good. We got quite a few things. We're going to go check them out under the microscope. Yeah, he's pretty sure. These really neat holes are made by ant lions, the larvae of the lacewing. And what they'll do is they'll dig out these little tiny holes so that the ants fall in there and can't get out. And then they become either breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
This was just an amazing find. We believe this could be a stag beetle. Now this one was almost 2 inches long, and you can hear it running on the ground. It was just fantastic.
We just found a katydid crossing the street. Isn't this awesome? Now these guys will actually eat other bugs, and this one is fat. I bet it's been eaten good. Yes. Let's see what else we can find. This is a lubber grasshopper, an adult. The smaller ones are actually black with a nice little yellow stripe down their back. These guys look fierce, but they're actually really cool.
This is a pair of 2-striped walking sticks, the male being the smaller one on the back. Now if these guys are disturbed or threatened, they can actually shoot out a stream about a foot long of foul liquid that if it gets in your eyes would burn, so I wouldn't go grabbing one of these guys. This is an eastern narrow-mouthed toad. These guys are normally found underneath leaf litter, logs, or old wood pile and have a taste for ants. These are one of my favorite frogs of Florida.
We got some visitors this morning, some sandhill cranes, right outside our little camper. He's just checking us out. Oh, I get it. Get it?
20 minutes later.
I really feel bad for him.
You gonna blow that other thing up first? Yes. Make it easier.
40 minutes later.
It's fresh, it's all good. I'm taking all the water. I'm taking all the water, and I don't have a paddle. We are here. We have arrived at the mangroves. Check this out. We're going to turn around and look at the other side of this boat ramp area here at Jonathon Dickinson State Park. And our beautiful river over here. And
Look at this cutie we found along the river. Did you know raccoons' intelligence is on par with chimps, higher monkeys, and toddlers? Raccoons also have over 100 sounds in their vocabulary. That's a lot of chatter between families. Raccoons wash their food to clean it and can actually taste through those highly sensitive paws, but that's not the only thing. They also sweat through their feet too. Just look at that mask. Did you know that no two masks are identical? And for those of you in the north, yes, your raccoons are bigger than the ones we have here in the south. This green heron is showing some nervous behavior, knowing that the raccoon is near its feeding spot. These birds can be found throughout all of Florida. It is actually a diurnal species. These birds have also been known to plant bait in the water to help attract fish. How amazing and beautiful.
While visiting the state park, it's always good to make sure the sun doesn't get to you. A proper hat always works well. Check out this fiddler crab. This one's a boy.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. That's all I ask of you. Like that.
Wow, look at the size of this beautiful gopher tortoise. Now, hatchling gopher tortoises are usually about 1 to 2 inches long and grow about 3/4 of an inch in a year. Adults, though, they range from 10 to 15 or even 16 inches long. Gopher tortoises can also weigh up to 30 pounds. Gopher tortoises are primarily herbivores, feeding on many species of low-growing plants. The largest part of their diet does consist of grasses and leaves. We have now arrived at the Kitchen Creek Trail. This is a wonderful trail that takes you through the pine flatwoods and across some of the creeks. Hiking through this trail, you get to see a lot of the natural areas of Jonathon Dickinson State Park, and even some of their controlled burns from the past. There's lots of beautiful plants, wildlife, all surrounding you out in this wonderful natural area. One of my favorite things was coming across this pileated woodpecker that was up in this old tree. He was just so bound and determined to get to something up there. I don't know about you, but I would have an awful headache.
So, we found this spadefoot toad out by the bathrooms. Mosquitoes, terrible. But I wanted to show you why they call him a spadefoot toad. Whoops, come here. All right, we're going to take a look at these back feet here, and they have basically this spade, like hardened nail right there on the back of their foot, and that is what helps them to dig down really fast. They're very good at burrowing down. They just take those and they go shovel them right down. They're like little shovels or spades. Isn't that neat? All right. And they are beautiful. And now these guys will only breed after an extremely heavy rain. And they're actually kind of rare. I don't see them very often at all. So this is very exciting for me. All right, well, let's let this cutie go. That's fantastic. So cute.
Here we have found a southern toad. Of course, these are a lot more common than, say, the spadefoot toad, but interesting nonetheless. This little one was feasting on all the bugs that were attracted to the lights near the bathrooms.
Look at this. We found this cute little mud snake. Ooh, he was trying to find himself a little bit better spot because things are pretty dry over here. But look at this. These guys are beautiful. And they spend a lot of time in water or mud eating other things like sirens and amphihumas and other aquatic creatures. Look, he's trying to burrow through my fingers. Now these guys, actually, they say that they just never bite. And he doesn't seem very upset at all. This one's never tried to even bite me. Look at you. He's like, oh, it's kind of bright out here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now sometimes people have called these whip snakes, or hoop snakes. They call them hoop snakes because supposedly they bite onto the end of their tail and then roll after you to attack you, but that's really not the case. Not the case at all. Because they do have a little pointy end, but his is a little small to see there. Oh, this is an amazing little animal that you don't get to see all the time. Very special. Well, this was a fantastic trip to Jonathon Dickinson State Park. We saw lots of things, and there's lots of things we still didn't even get to see. You could spend like a week here to see everything. So if you ever plan on taking a trip down towards South Florida, you need to check out Jonathon Dickinson State Park. Great place. Lots of wildlife, animals, birds. Oh, but we gotta get going, so we'll see you later on our next adventure.